Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca Altman and today I will be presenting how to make mini pies out of mason jar lids. This recipe is very simple to make and is an easy beginning to those who want to start a new hobby during our time social distancing. So without further ado, let's begin. The ingredients that are needed are 1 cup of flour, 1/3 cup of butter, ice water, and salt. If you are looking for a vegan alternative instead of butter, coconut oil is a good substitute. Step 1. Add your flour and butter into your bowl. Once you add in your half teaspoon of salt, add in 3 tablespoons of water. The ice water acts as a glue to bring together both the flour and the butter. Make sure not to add in too much water or the dough will become sticky and difficult to form. If this should happen, sprinkle in a little bit of flour to absorb the water until the dough is formed into a ball. Step 2. Rolling out your dough. Before you begin, make sure to sprinkle a little bit of flour onto your surface and rolling pin. This will prevent the dough from sticking. As you begin your process of rolling out your dough, your end goal is to make your dough even, smooth, and thin. Start out by placing your roll onto the middle of the ball and pushing outwards. Don't forget to pay attention to the edges of your dough so they won't become lumpy. Once the dough is all rolled out, you are then ready for the next step. This next step will require a sharp knife and your mason jar lids. Place the lid onto your dough and begin cutting around the shape of the lid. You want to cut the circle a little bit bigger than the actual lid because you want the crust to fit onto the sides of the lid too. Now, before you place your dough into your lid, you need to make sure you flip over the inside of the lid so that the middle part is facing towards you. This will later help you when taking out the pies. Then, using your fingertips, you want to gently press the dough into the lid and begin molding to the shape of the lid. Be extra careful not to dig in with your fingertips because it could cause tears within the dough, which is not what you want. For the pie filling, you can simply use your favorite jam that you bought at the store, or if you're feeling a little creative like me and want to try something new, you can create your own filling. The ingredients I used were raspberries, blueberries, a lemon, and a tablespoon of sugar. I simply heated these ingredients over a small pan until it was combined. Then, I placed it in the fridge to cool while I prepared the rest of my pie lids. Once you have finished filling your pie lids, it is time to start decorating the surface of the pies. The method I am using right now is called the lattice technique. This technique is where you weave thin strips of dough between each other to intricately cover the tops of the pie. This requires a lot of practice and patience, but if you want a simpler method, you can just add berries on top. I like to sprinkle a little bit of sugar on top of my pie to make my crust more golden and sweet. After you finish decorating the pies, place them onto a tray and put them into your toaster. If you don't have a toaster like mine, you can set your oven to 375 degrees and let them bake until the tops are golden. For the toaster, the pies will bake for at least 20 to 15 minutes, but for the oven, they may take less time. After the pies are done baking, set them aside to cool for about 10 to 20 minutes. After the 20 minutes have been completed, the pies are ready to be taken out of their lids. Simply push the bottom of the lid upwards and the pie will easily pop out. Make sure to check if the pies are thoroughly baked by flipping over the sides and underneath. Just as the saying goes, food is the ingredient that binds us together, I have always found comfort and happiness when baking and giving food to others. I truly believe that food is a way to one's heart, and I hope you enjoy this recipe. Thank you.